you were black from America, at
It
least,
did
but
say.
but African? No. What just happened?
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back, darling. We are back for story time.
Yeah.
It's kind of a story time. It's one of those story times that's not my story, but I just
Yeah.
have to relay.
It's somebody's story, yeah?
It's someone else's story that I've been watching on Netflix. You know, my obsession with doomed marriage.
Was it on the same show?
Yeah, it's on the same show. It's always story. Oh, wait a minute. No, that one is on Romance Naggers or something.
Ah, Love Naggers.
Love Naggers.
Yeah.
We're having today
Coffee.
a little bit of coffee. I'm having it hot, obviously.
I'm doing something. I don't know what it will taste like. I just saw that on Instagram and got curious. So basically, I get like the ice black coffee. So basic, no sugar, no nothing,
Blech.
Americano, and then you add the strawberry milk. I'm intrigued. So
That
let's
sounds
see.
terrible,
I
by the
don't
way.
know, man. Maybe it's good. Okay, first.
Ooh. A strawberry latte is what it is.
Yeah.
Sounds
It
terrible.
shouldn't be too bad.
It's great.
It smells
Look
like
at the color.
It smells like the strawberry. Only like the strawberry.
Oh,
Hey!
strawberry coffee, yikes! I bet you it's gonna be nasty. But hey, alright, moment of truth. Be honest. It just tastes like latte.
It tastes like water.
Water is
Water
wild.
with some taste of strawberry in the back. Right?
The fact that it actually does taste like water. Wow, I would have never
It's
expected
water
coffee
with
to
a
taste
taste
like
of
that.
strawberry in the
Yeah,
back.
like
Let
the
me add.
faint. There's
Yeah.
not even coffee in there. It's just water with
This
like
is insane. Why? Because of the ice?
maybe. It is not nice.
I mean, it's very
It's
bland.
just water.
Yeah. I
It's
expected
nothing.
more.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's giving nothing.
What could I add for it to make it good?
Please stop adding stuff. Stop it.
You're not fun.
Does this taste like anything different?
It's a bit more
Coffee-esque?
less watery. So what?
I'm glad I have my...
Let me drink and put more coffee as I drink, you know?
Ooh. This girl is weird, you guys. You see things and you just try them knowing it's a bad omen. I'm not really of a challenge person. She's more of a challenger than me.
Life is more fun that way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Says the one who doesn't even go on roller coasters.
Of course, because I know the outcome. I'll die. Why would I?
Don't you think that's a little extreme?
No, it's not.
That's
I'll
your
die.
conclusion. If
Man,
I
I'm
go
not-
in there, I'm dying.
I'm not even saying it's because of the roller coasters. My heart will drop. And I will die. I don't
Of
do
fear.
this. Yeah. Anywho, after that chaotic introduction.
Yeah, can we go back to the story, please? We've been talking about coffee for the, you know. Let's get into the tea. Because it's more like tea. Just think of it as somebody just telling you gossip. And because I don't want to gossip... Oh, this couch is terrible. Oh, stop it. What is wrong with you? There's my charger there. Don't break it. All over the place. Because we try not to gossip in real life, we're trying to be stand-up people. We only gossip on these things, because, you know, but they're real life. For those of you who don't know, Love Naggers is a show on Netflix where people send their stories about, like, their dating, you know, catastrophes, and the MCs will give them advice. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're just gonna talk about the story, because I feel like this is very appropriate for us in terms of what do we think? It's gonna be like cultural differences and all that jazz.
Is it an international couple or?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It was the first time actually that they used like a foreign actor actually to play their
Okay.
role.
I'm invested.
Exactly. So we opened the scene at a bus stop. There's nothing more lame than that. The Korean girl was just sitting there, and this tall white guy comes to her, and he's like asking her for directions, right? And apparently that's what she said. She felt like a love at first sight, like,
Oh my.
wow, okay, cool. So, you know, she showed him around, but then they ended up sharing, you know, personal information, and then they went on a date.
In English or in Korean?
Okay, so that was a very cringy part of the drama, unfortunately.
You're speaking
He
Korean?
could speak Korean, but he would like say one-liners in English, and she would respond in Korean. So it was, but hey, it's very realistic. One of the things that I think it is very realistic, because usually when you meet someone here, chances are they don't really speak English, so you're gonna have to do the Konglish kind of conversation. So hey, that's what it was.
I still do the Konglish to this day.
Yeah, with your boyfriend, exactly. So, but y'all, I do it in the natural way, not the one-liners, like the romantic one-liners in English. I was like, Get me out of here. But anyway, that's just me judging, honey.
Because you're fluent.
Yeah, I mean, not
Judging
even.
fluent.
Literally not even, but I was just like, this is cringe, period. So anyway, that's not the point here. My single ass should not be judging couples on how they speak. Let me tell you this much. They started dating anyways. They started dating and everything was really fine. Obviously, the girl, she's talking about like little differences, like just the language barrier or whatever. But anyway, the things, it was going well. From what she was saying, she was very happy and everything. And then the first time things went a little bit left, and what was the reason why she even contacted the show, she was walking around one day like in Itaewon and stuff, like walking around specifically in Itaewon. She walks past the table at like a restaurant and like there is her guy with some chick. So she's like, you know, the music, pom pom pom, like shocker. What would you have done in that moment?
Hi.
Really?
Oh,
You are
100%.
scary. You're scary.
not you? I'll be like, oh,
I'd be like,
hi.
what the hell are you doing
No,
here?
introduce me. Hello.
Introduce me!
Hi, who are you? Let's see
But
what's
that's so
going on.
awkward.
That's not awkward at all.
I would just go into with the, what the fuck?
Why? It can be anybody. So why? You're just like, hello.
I could overreact, that's
So
true.
who the hell is you?
Well, she just kind of went up to the table and she's like, "Oh, hi," like you said. She's like, "Oh, hi, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing
What's
here?
happening?
What are you doing here?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is like," he was with a girl, obviously, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is so and so." Didn't really say friend or anything like that. So obviously, she storms out and he's like, "Wait, like, what's the problem?" She's like, "I caught you on a date with another girl and you're asking me like what's wrong?" And he's like, "Yeah, but we were just seeing each other, like I didn't know we were like official." You know how like
So it was a date.
it was a date.
Oh bitch.
So you know that got me thinking, like in Europe and or America and stuff, like we do a lot of this shit, like we're not official, like we're just talking.
Situation shit.
So because it's talking phase, the guy felt the need to just kind of go and speak with some other girl, like be on a date with
How long
a
has
girl.
it been since then? Like the beginning?
They didn't really say, but it seemed to be like a couple weeks, you know, like not that long.
Okay.
Maybe a month tops. It was so funny to me, and that got me thinking too, because I was like, in Korea, we often say, like, people here, they're too like, oh, we have to say, "Would you like to be my girlfriend?" And then that instead of going naturally, but when you go naturally, this is the kind of stuff that you have. So which one is it really? That's a good question.
Yeah.
If I do say so
Because I
myself.
don't like the... Would you like to be my girlfriend? I don't like that.
Yeah, but then if you don't, he can be like, "Well, we never said we were dating."
Okay, from now on we are.
What? If I catch you with another girl, I'm not taking you back.
But I don't...
For me, there is an like, come on, we're grown adults. Like, the guy going with him on a date, he knows he's doing something wrong.
Of course he knows.
What the
there
heck?
should be understanding.
So why am I giving you? I'm not giving you another chance. What the fuck?
The point, my question is, even if it was stated as we are girlfriend and boyfriend, would he have cared at this point? If you do this now,
He wouldn't have cared.
Now he has a better excuse to say like, but I didn't.
He's just
know.
using
but
it.
Using it, but he would have maybe tried anyway.
Yeah,
even
probably.
if there was like the girlfriend boyfriend title. So I'm like, is it really important, that thing? Like the title is just to have the excuse easily available.
Yeah, I never said that.
The title is useless.
Yeah,
basically.
it's useless.
It's just the mindset of the person.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
So the title is just me having an excuse, ready or no.
Yeah. A guy who will go and talk to another girl will go to another girl no matter
regardless.
what the title is. That's
so,
true.
I don't know. Anywho, continue.
So they ended up actually doing like you said. Like after that, they were like, "No, we're girlfriend and boyfriend. Like you don't go and talk to other girls." Da 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 da. So you know they were together and all that, and I was like, "Okay, well, good for you and whatnot." Ah! Let's try not to like rest our backs on the damn couch. Now, like the relationship is going well. Like they're together in the house. Like she comes to his place like all the time. He makes her food. They make dinner. Da 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 da. Like you know the kind of like
Where is he from?
Was he from America? I mean the role of the guy I think was from Miguk, I think, America. And so, you know, everything seems to be very lovely and all of that. And then one day she that was so freaking funny to me. She just goes to his house. Like, she just goes to his house. And someone just like knocks on the door or like rings the bell and stuff, and he just like goes open. She's like, oh, you know how here, like when someone knocks on the door, oh, are you expecting someone? Because usually you make plans and stuff. But he opens the door, and this girl, another girl, like she's this blonde girl, Weigugin too, like another foreigner. It's like, oh hi, and like they hug it out and da 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 da. So the girl sees it and she's like, what the hell is going on? Like, why are you hugging her, first of all? So there's the hug part too. And you know, like in America or Europe, like we hug to say hi.
Yeah. So that's...
most of the time. So she did not understand that.
But she should know that's a foreigner thing, no?
So okay, let me ask you this. So if you're with a Korean person, let's say like your boyfriend was a bit more traditional, because we know he doesn't care about that stuff. But if you were like this traditional guy, you're in Korea, first of all, the context, you're in Korea. He knows your culture. He knows that if you meet like let's say other foreign people, you'll probably like go like in France, like other French people, let's say, or American where you hug. Is he allowed to be like, yeah, but I don't like it? Or is he supposed to understand it?
If it's another Korean, that would be weird. Then I understand.
Yeah.
But another foreigner that come like from France or
He
whatever,
can't say anything?
you cannot say anything. What do you mean?
What if he said, well, this is Korean culture and you should like...
Well, that means that you don't accept my culture, and I feel very offended by what you just said. Because I've been raised all my life like this.
Okay, but what if he said, alright, I understand, like I respect your culture, but because he was born in this culture, it makes him so like physically uncomfortable, like he can't take it.
And
Are you
that's
gonna
why,
be...
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm never going to do this to a Korean. Because I understand it's like here.
No, but
that
I'm
would be
saying,
weird.
even if it's your foreign friends, he just... It's hurting him, like, oh! You're gonna do it anyway?
Of course! I mean, if it's something... I don't really like doing that anyway.
Yeah.
But let's say I, like, this was my way of saying hi to somebody. Of course I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because, like, it's really nothing. So you really need to
and
get
also,
out
if you go to your foreign friend and all of a sudden you're like, sorry,
don't touch me. What?
No. Then they're gonna be like, who the fuck do you think you is? Like, just because you're dating someone. Yeah,
I think there should be, like, a compromise situation. So I would explain why
like, maybe not go for you first, but if a person comes to you, don't, like, push them away.
Not even. I don't think I would stop doing it anyway.
Really?
I would literally try to make you understand why it's nothing.
Yeah, especially to fellow foreigners.
Yeah. If it's not foreigner, I understand that you feel weird.
Because it doesn't matter, guys, girls, everybody does it. So yeah, so she gets mad because she's like, she gets mad in her head, like she's not saying it because they're here. So she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and basically she's telling the MC like, I really don't like how he's behaving, towards these girls, but I basically just kept it in because she was right there. So they're out here talking. She's like, all right, cool, that's his friend, right? And she's like, yo, yeah, I'm his friend from whatever years ago, blah blah blah. And she's like, I'm in Korea for a few like months or something. The girlfriend is here sitting and she tells her guy friend, she's like, so is it okay if I stay at your house? And he's like, oh yeah, totally, no worries. And then they just move on. And the girl, you see the camera like zoom on her face like, what just happened? What just happened? And so she wait until the girls, I think she's like turning on and she looks at her boyfriend like, what the heck? And so she storms out, like she's just like, I can't take it. And she goes out to the next room and she's like, what the fuck, what do you mean she's staying at your house? He was like, yeah, but when I go abroad, like I stay at her place too, like it's not a big deal, like she's my friend, da da da. She's like, did you date before, blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, but that was years ago.
No. No. What? Oh my god.
And he's like, yeah, that was years ago, like she's just my friend.
No.
Do you believe it or no?
No,
in friend, even if you have dated someone years ago, when we become friends again, like it doesn't matter.
No. See, I don't think it's that easy that the both of them are just like, oh, I don't care anymore. And even if you don't care about somebody, it doesn't mean that sexually something can not happen. It's very different. And you have history with somebody.
You sleep in the same place.
You have history with somebody. You don't have to have feelings to have sex,
Yeah, especially for guys.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't believe. Like, I know you don't mean anything by it, but that doesn't mean nothing can anything cannot happen.
But so in that specific case, even the girl, because she realized the girl was angry, so she came in and she was like we're so platonic, like it's been actual years, like there's nothing, and every time she comes to Korea, she stays with him and nothing ever happens, and they're really truly friends. So, do you like throw her away? Where's she gonna go? I mean, on her part, it was a little irresponsible to not think about taking a hotel. Like, why are you going to your friend? But if your habit is to go to your friend's house all the time,
I think I would not accept it. If I was the girl, I would not accept it. If I was the guy, I would understand why the person wouldn't accept it.
At least from my girl, as respect for my girlfriend.
Yeah. And from the girl's point of view, I would not ask. Because if it's different when you're single. Of course, like with all right, we're friends, da da da.
Yeah.
You have somebody in a relationship, you can't like think about it. You cannot be here.
That was the big question of the girl. She's like, should I stay with him or should I break up? Because he did not want to throw her away. And he didn't want to understand that I was uncomfortable by that because he's like, that's my culture, la 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 la, nothing happens, da da, you should trust me. And she was asking the MC, should I stay or should I leave? Ba-bam.
What about you, first of all? Do you understand her point of view?
Oh, I'm leaving! What is wrong with you? If I tell you I'm uncomfortable, again, that's the thing.
That's the thing, yeah.
In terms of culture, you can always understand someone's culture. But if you're in a relationship, technically it means you love the person, right? You like and love the person, right? So anything that makes them hurt, uncomfortable, stressed out, worried, whatever, you should be willing yourself. It should be your want to be like, let me diminish all of that. So if I'm your girl and you like me and your friend is like, hey, I'm coming to Korea. I mean, she would have told you a couple of days before, right? And you'd be like, hey, I have a girlfriend. She's not gonna like it.
Exactly. You have to.
If you really give a hell, you will say that. But guys who wait until you're in front of the situation and like, well, she always comes to my house. Yeah. Screw you, honey, because you don't care about how I feel.
That's the thing. It's about being willing to compromise. Being willing to have a discussion about it, like what is wrong.
I mean, come on, like really? Especially like a girl in your house just sleeping there, like she lives there. What? Yeah. What do you mean? The one day you drink alcohol, anything, like literally, you don't even need to drink alcohol to be fair. But the day, like you can even use the excuse, we were drunk.
Like that's what I'm saying. So that happened before.
So what if they didn't?
Even if they didn't, I wouldn't like it. I'm just saying, you never know. Okay, I don't want to put the thing in this situation. I don't understand why you want to understand that and why the girl doesn't understand that. Why would I be stressed out? Like why? But they dated as well, so like it's even more on top of this. Like what are you talking about? Like the whole international dating. You have to be willing to have those discussions because of course you're not gonna be having the same base as what is normal or not in a relationship. So if you're not willing in any case to be addressing those issues or like working on this, what's the point of even dating outside like of your culture?
Actually, I had the same dilemma a couple years ago. Did I tell you about this? I can't say the names, but you'll know. I had a friend who lives in France and he lived in Singapore at that time. And he was like, I'm coming to Korea, can I stay at your place? And it was at that time where I had the loft and I asked my ex, I was like, hey, I have this friend. No, he's been my friend for years. And he might come to Korea. And he asked me. If he can stay on my couch. No, I wasn't even in my loft. I was in Shingin.
Oh, please.
Obviously, for me, it was a no. I asked my ex. He never gave me like a clear answer. He was like, oh, that's a little, but he never said no. Yeah. So I don't know. And I don't know if I would have done it or not. But I think I would have said no. Because as a respect for my ex, I was like, I was in the one room. Like, what do you mean?
There's one bed. Literally one bed. Where do you sleep?
And I never technically dated that guy.
Yeah.
So, and he had a girlfriend at the time. He's crazy. I think the obvious answer in this case is that the guy is Sergi and she should go. I don't think she should stay with him. Yeah. He doesn't care about her feelings.
It doesn't seem like he's considering this relationship as like very serious.
Also, from the get-go, he was already dating someone else. What do you mean?
And then, do we know what he did?
No, because you never know the end. They just, the MCs, the end, so they say you should break up.
So all of them,
yeah. They were like, first of all, they were all like, international relationship, first of all, they're complicated. I'm like, all of them say, I see. Cool.
To be fair, they are complicated. Like, obviously, they're going to be more work than the first, like, the same culture one, because you don't have to have this...
To be fair, I never felt, while dating, I never had an issue about culture. Every issue that we ever had was definitely personality. It was never culture based.
We had one about culture.
Yeah?
But okay, I don't even know if it's culture, if it's just me again. It's about like what you're willing to accept from other people as politeness or not politeness.
That's culture.
Is it culture?
Because here people are wild.
Yeah, like the littlest of things could be considered as a personal insult.
It's a dig, basically.
And me are just like, meh. I don't know if it's my French way or if it's just me, which is like, meh.
No,
and we had like a discussion about that, but that's all.
I feel like you would start feeling those things the minute you get married, though. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Because then the family gets involved. Unless you're very individualistic people, which is not my case, unless you're able to like separate, like it doesn't matter what my family says. Ooh, honey, I'm an African, West African, and I'm dating an Asian. Yikes. Yikes! No, seriously. Every time I think about like if I ever fall in love to the point of getting married, Wow!
Is there anybody in your family who married an Asian person?
One person. Is he Chinese? They met in Mauritius. So he's Chinese descent, but yeah, he speaks French. So I'm assuming he speaks. He's in the culture. So every time a dude, like a Korean dude, shows interest in me, I'm like, do you know that your mom will actually fall down if she sees me? Like, I mean, I wish it wasn't true. She will look at me and then she will faint. And mind you, even now in Korean, cool tip if you're black and you want to know what to expect here, if you're from America. Even then, like, they'll give you a little pass because you're from America. But there, he's gonna be like, oh no, she's from Africa. They're gonna be like, yeah.
Fall to my knees.
Fall to their knees. And they will crackle on the floor. What do you mean?
I have the image.
Yeah. We're laughing about it. It's not funny. But like, honestly, did you see that video? There is that video that went viral from the K Explorer. And he was interviewing like older Korean people, and he's black. And he asked the old man, he's like, "So, what do you think about like foreigners and Koreans getting married?" He's like, "Oh well, I don't know. It's possible." He's like, "What if someone like me tries to marry your daughter?" He was like, "Oh, if you're a black from America, at least, but African, no."
허락할 수 있나요? 아직은 고려하지. 흑인은 백인은 좀 나이도 흑인은 좀 아직 흑인도 미국 흑인은 괜찮잖아. 아프리카 좀 그렇잖아.
He said, you know what the comments were saying? At least he's honest. Yes, and I agree.
Yeah,
I can see you coming from a mile away. I would rather that than someone who's like, oh, of course. Yeah, and then when you're like their daughter-in-law, they treat you like crap. No. Just tell me you hate me immediately.
Yikes!
And he was like, black from Africa? No.
Ooh, all the discussion then. It's very tangent from the whole
we're
story.
Going off. Get into the discussion in the comment, yeah?
You're in the relationship with the guy. Everything is going great. You love him, he loves you. Yeah. You're into this together, like, great.
Yeah.
You're thinking about, marriage, blah, blah, blah. He introduced you to the family. The family cannot really say no, because the guy is more independent, let's say, so he's like, no. But obviously they don't like you.
They don't like
They don't like you. They hate absolutely everything about you. But the guy is like, I don't care. Do you still marry in the family?
First of all, I would like to think that this situation would never happen because how I'm paranoid, I will have you introduce me like way before that. Because I need to know, because I'm not marrying into a family that hates me. It's not even if I love you, because if I even see a little bit of potential, I need to see them with my own two eyes. Don't tell me, oh, they love you. Don't tell me that. No, we need to go have lunch.
But you know that Korea is not happening like this.
Yeah, but come on. After a while, like, you see non-verbal cues sometimes.
But sometimes when you're in a relationship, you're kind of blinded by, you see what you want to see. Sometimes. I'm just saying.
To be very honest with you, they might not like it because, parents, they expect you to be very like, shush. But in my case, at the end of the day, like, we're human to human. I would find a way to speak to them and tell them.
Why?
Like, let's say he introduced me and we have a semi-relate, like, not a relationship, but like, you can tell, like, they're just like, I don't know how they feel about me, but they know who I am, right? I would literally go and talk to them and tell them, I love your son, for sure, I think you know, but I need to know that if you don't approve of me, you need to let me know and I will leave him alone.
Okay, so they say I don't approve.
And I said, and I will have to end the relationship because honestly, for me, it's like when you're young. Yeah, of course it's fucking tough. But when you're young, it's easy to be like, I love. But if you're getting ready to get married, have kids, do you think I want to that's what I'm thinking. My future kids, they're more important than my happiness. If I'm gonna have kids, I'm not gonna put them in a situation where their grandparents could like literally, like, you don't know what people are capable of when they hate someone.
Yeah, that's scary.
You think I'm gonna take the risk to have a baby? And he's gonna be, let's leave her with my mom. And then something happens. Hey, call me a very pessimistic. I'm very pessimistic. What's the name?
Paranoid.
No, the other one. Superstitious African. It's me. I will take it. So if I'm gonna have kids with you, I'm gonna need them to let me know. If you don't like my skin color, I'm out. If you're like genuinely like, no, I'm just not sure about the cultural and maybe the kids they will face racism. But if I see that you're sincere, because if you're sincere, you come to me yourself. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm really trying to If you hate me, you can tell.
And if the very hypothetical, but anyway, if even after like the parents obviously don't like you and you say bye, and the guy say, no, but I love you.
Yeah, but I'll leave some of them, they're like, I won't see my family anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you.
So even if it's like I'm willing to go, let's go to France.
If we're going to France, we're going to France.
So this is okay.
No, I'm just saying, if you're willing, that's my thing. If you're willing to say whatever they think will not have an actual impact, meaning when my kids are small, they're not gonna have a reason to go there. We might be in another country or in another city. I don't know. I don't want my babies to be around these people. That's it. Even if they don't actually hurt them physically, they could say things to them psychologically. Like, no, shit all. There's so many things that can happen.
Anywho, it's messy.
All of that for international relationships.
The conclusion is international relationships
they're hard.
Okay, they're hard.
I don't think the dating part is hard. The marriage is hard. In my
language wise, I guess.
Yeah.
Language, some little thing here and there, but it's not like that of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, the marriage, like when you want to get serious, that's when the whole.
No, me now, even on first dates, I'm like, what about your family? Do they care?
Yeah, but they can lie.
They can lie, but I want to see your face. I still want to have an idea.
They're good actors, what do you mean?
But I mean, I feel like someone who's 100% sure is going to be like, oh no, there's like no issue from that. Different than the guy who's like, oh, whoa, uchapi, that's my life. You know how they are.
Yeah, but how can you be 100% confident that the parents are not going to have a problem?
I mean, you have to check over time. Because if it's 6 months of relationship, who cares? But if I'm trying to go further, you need to introduce me. I don't care.
There you have it.
The result is leave.
Literally.
That girl needs to go.
No, leave, yeah.
He was playing. Respect. That was the end of the story time. It was story time / debate.
Debate, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you've been in an international relationship, the other thing that can be really tough, we didn't talk about this in an international one, deciding where to live. Since obviously you're from different countries, like who's gonna live, like where are you gonna both live, like are you gonna do long distance, like the whole shebang.
I have an idea. You should let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about, like instead of pros and cons or dating. Internationally, let's just say. Woo! That was hard! Because we both have experience in dating here, like for a long time. So if you want us to talk about the pros and cons, let us know in the comments.
And we will see you in the next one.
Bye.